Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about something very important, and this is a message to all universities in the UK. I hope that we can spread this video because it's absolutely atrocious what's going on right now, and especially with COVID and everything, and the tuition and A-level fiasco and everything. So the main issue I want to talk about here is for universities to be able to reduce their rents, and by rent I'm talking about tuition fees. The rent has been reduced due to the University of Manchester starting it, and it's been reduced a fair amount. So I'm not going to be talking about that because some progress has been made, and many other universities such as MMU as well as many others not in Manchester, I think about 20 others have also been doing so. So the main issue I'm going to be talking about is the tuition fees. First of all, in case you don't know and you're not from the UK, the main issue is that there's been an issue with the fencing in University of Manchester. So students have been locked in throughout their universities, literally locked in with their university accommodation, in case you don't know and you're not from the UK. Not only do we pay £9,250 per year, while it being all online during this, and it's not even safe to go in person because of the situation, but also students have been limited by their freedom, and this obviously has been, protested and demolished the next day. It costs 11 grand for the students to be fenced in, and the University of Manchester has formally apologised. However, it's just not enough, and I'm talking here so that we can somehow do something about this, because I can attach pictures and you can search this yourself. It's been all over the BBC, and students have been fenced in. Let me see the date. On the 6th of November, the fencing had been wrapped around the campus of University of Manchester. So with the current crisis going on, and most of my lessons as well as everyone else's being online, even if they promised to offer blended learning, which means half in person and half online, this has not been promised. And not only if this was promised, then it wouldn't be safe to do so. But the problem is it's not happening. It's just, and we're paying the full fees, which I know we have government loans, but we're going to be paying this literally when we find a good job, and we're going to pay this for the rest of our lives because it's £9,250 per year. Now, Open University, in case you don't know, is an all-online university pretty much, where you have many courses, and since all universities in the UK have the same price, despite their reputation, unlike in the US, then they charge £6,192 per year, and I think that's the fair amount, as well as many others. I've been talking to my friends as well as many other universities, well, students and universities themselves. The students are not happy. No one is. Mental health is a big crisis right now, with 4-5 student suicides within the first few weeks, literally. And it's just terrible. I myself have suffered by living in the university accommodation, so I have had to transfer universities, and right now I'm dealing with UCAS all over again because I need to move back to my own city in London because of this whole situation, and also the lack of university support from my particular university. I've also received almost threatening email. Not quite threatening, but it's quite astonishing. I can read the email to you and I will leave it up later on as well. The email said once I contacted them about cancelling my university accommodation contract, which was a 42-week contract set before all this happened. I was paying my rent until then, and they said that if, basically, I'm going to link it up there, if they're going to formally withdraw me if I do not proceed and carry on as if nothing happened, and that I should not go in Moodle, my study area by the way, online, because I have sent them the email wishing to change university. I made no such claim that I am formally withdrawing. I said I am considering it, to which they later apologised, but by then it was too late. I think this was such a unprofessional response, first of all, and I sent them another email complaining about it. I was very formal and I sent a proper email without being annoyed or any such matter. I simply said that would they consider lowering either the rent or letting me leave the contract altogether, as I am currently paying for both accommodation as well as in my family home which I am living. I'm not living at my university accommodation at all. And this applies to various students over the UK, thousands of students. They're feeling the same, we're all the same, and lots of mental health crisis going on. So please, universities, if you do listen to this, here's what we're asking. All of us together, we're asking for a formal reduction of rent first of all, which is being sorted, and secondly, tuition fees altogether, at least until this whole year, until next September or wherever this will ease. So this whole year pretty much, it's doubtful that it's going to get any better even though vaccinations have come through. So this means that we're asking for the £9,250 per year to be rent and to be shortened, lowered to £6,192 per year, which is the same as open universities, which is fair. Now, there's been a petition, various petitions for this, so that we can reduce it, but the government denied this petition, which I'm also going to link up if I can, because the government can't do anything about it. Universities here are privately owned. They actually are. We can't do anything about it, so it's up to the universities. And I understand that universities are trying to make profit as well, but there are so many students and none of them are getting any attention, say disabled support for any of those. Let's say you have any help, you don't know where to contact anyone. Counselling service is almost non-existent, as well as the inability to cancel all of this. So compare this to back ages ago. Keep in mind that in 1998, university fees were just about introduced pretty much, if I am correct. Even though it started off a lot lower, it's gradually increased and then eventually going to 9,000 and now it's 9,250 per year. So please do watch this. And please, I am begging universities to listen to this, because no one here, I barely know my friends, met my new friends at my university, and no one is generally enjoying themselves as well as learning. My grades are being affected, and the A-level fiasco is a whole nother thing, where people and students were downgraded by almost 2 to 3 levels, and they did not get the grades they deserved to go to universities which were lower than their standards because of this advantage, and which the government later tried to fix. So please do listen, because this is just not acceptable, and I will also be sending formal emails to universities. I do not want to mention which university I am in, because I am not at all trying to blame any university, but rather talk as a whole for universities in the UK. But please do spread this and let's try to change this, students as well. Thank you for listening.